UNCENSORED. My name's Jen Shirley, and I'm the director of the Youth Company Acting Lab and the director of the show. And
I'm Carrie Azzano. I'm the director of education and outreach here at MCC Theater, where our mission is to provoke conversations that have never happened and otherwise never would.
we continue that mission here in the Youth Company by helping young people find their voice and engaging them in provocative conversations. Every year we choose a theme that's related to identity. This year we chose the theme of the voice of America, and it happened to coincide with a lot of very powerful and provocative events around America this year. So all the pieces are written by the students themselves, and a lot of them reflect that theme that we have been exploring. You'll see a lot of pieces talking about identity. Who defines me? Do I define myself? Do others define me? And also an exploration of what it means to be American in this day and age.
This is a especially exciting night because we packed the house with the family and extended family of MCC. So in the house we have youth company members and alumni. We have the MCC leadership, including our artistic director Will Cantler and executive director Blake West, wherever they are. Hey. MCC staff and former staff, including the mother and father of Uncensored, Katie Miller and Steve DeMena. We also have MCC main stage artists, patrons, donors, subscribers. We have 3 other youth groups representing, including the Cat Youth Theater, the Hope Leadership Academy, and the Roundabout Student Production Workshop, which we're super excited to have all of them with us as well. And then, of course, we have the friends and family of all of those people that I just mentioned, not to mention the beautiful and brave students who we have backstage who are so excited to share their stories with you. So after the show, we welcome you to join us on the set for a little party, and you can continue that conversation with them and meet them and get to know them. So
a couple housekeeping things before we start. We're going to ask everyone to please turn off phones. And even if you are tempted to take photographs or video your beautiful actor on stage, we do ask you not to. If you would like photos or even video, we've had professional photographers and we're being videoed tonight. All of that is available to you. Just contact Carrie. Her email is in your program. In the unlikely event of an emergency, there are 3 fire exits. The one through which you came, there is one directly behind this bank of seats, and to the back of the stage on your left. So without further ado, please enjoy the show.
All around. Lift your hands up and give the sky pat.
How do I begin to examine the many facets of the rock that this country is? Do I begin chronologically? Do I start with the men who built 2 nations, one for themselves and one for every poor person else? Do I acknowledge our sense of imperial entitlement? I am a servant of this upper crust country, true, but it is better to be a rich man's servant than a poor man's one. Or is it?
Turn the rock a little.
And a surface riddled with cracks may appear. How ironic that we hold this rock in such high esteem, crumbling as it is. If it is our only rock, do we have any other choice? I will start where we all start.
With hope.
It was the last thing left in the box of doom. Hope birthed this nation, and greed wiped her brow. He stole the child and raised it in fear, kept it hungry.
Turn the stone.
Find your own facet, foresee your future there, but maybe you can't. Maybe your dream is just that. Maybe you can't see a future because one doesn't exist yet. There are so many issues, and many of them flow fast and thick like blood and make you creep ever closer to death while you frantically try to find the right wires to cut before your bombs destroy you too. Where's the nationalism in that? Oh, I forgot. Nationalism is
don't do drugs. Practice what you preach. Talk is cheap. Cigarettes are bad. Celery is good. Guns are from the devil. Thought is from the wood. Niggas are no good. At least by definition. Niggas are from the hood. At least by definition. I think there's a chismism to describe this, the movement, when the movement was about this nonviolence. This doesn't make any sense. Crime rate rise, equality dies. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. But equality doesn't. America the brave still living life on a budget. We got cops over here killing niggas by the dozen. But good things are good and bad things stay the same. Things we will do to bring about some change. America! America? America! 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 America!
America's not ready to go out into the world alone. You have to let me take care of her.
You know nothing. You just take and take and take. You're not fit to be her mother anymore. You're not fit to take care of her.
And you are.
Stop trying to control her.
Oh, like your own kids trust you. I've seen the way you treat your kids. You're negligent.
Shut up!
I am sick of all of you trying to control me. I can take care of myself. I'm gone. The world is big and scary. You will not make it alone.
What she said.
It can't be any worse than being stuck here. I am moving far away from the three of you. To freedom.
Mon Dieu. Okay, this is New York City etiquette 101. Now required for all annoying tourists. Shut up. You two. You got names. Well, hi, I'm Cindy, and this here's my husband, Brian. And we're from Kansas City, the one in Kansas. This here's our first time in New York, and one of our peers told us we might have some trouble fitting in, whatever that means. Okay, well, first mistake, keep it short and snappy. No one wants to hear your life story. Okay, first test, I want you guys to try and walk along this very narrow sidewalk. Okay, let's do it, Brian.
Wait. I love you, Cindy!
I love you too, Brian. Okay, rest of the class, get up and try to walk by them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. You guys are on vacation, but no one else is. Save the lovey-dovey stuff for the hotel room, stay to the right, and get the fuck out of the way!
Wow, that is really great to know. We'll definitely try to be less racist. I'm sorry.
You name Sharon. I don't care. Second test. You see a subway, it arrives. Ding dong. Dozens of people are trying to get off, but there is one empty seat that you really want. What do?
You rush on the train as quickly as possible and you try to claim that seat as your own.
Wrong. The correct answer is that you wait for everyone to depart the train that wishes to do so. Whether or not you get the seat, at least you weren't an asshole about it. We're New Yorkers, not animals. Name.
My name's Max, and I always get stopped by people on the street. I don't know what to do anymore.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to bring out a special consultant. Oh, Jack! Yo, Jack!
What?
We need you.
What's up?
This is Jack.
Yo.
He's an expert in New York City etiquette. He needs to hand out his mixtape.
Oh, yo, my mixtape. Hey, yo, everybody come take my mixtape. Take my mixtape. Hey, yo, pay me right.
Fucking annoying! He doesn't do it anymore. He's gonna try to hand you his mixtape.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see how you respond.
Go, bro. Come on. Go. Hey, yo, my man. Come check my mixtape, bro. It's really good, man. Yeah, right there. Sure, why not? Thanks, I really appreciate it. You know, I've been working real hard in this rap industry to get noticed. You know, oh, yo, don't trip. I've been working in the studio every day, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you can check my SoundCloud and check it. If you can make any donations, alright? I would really appreciate it. Whatever you got, alright? Yeah. Yo, whatever you got on you, right? Yeah. Whatever you got on you, right? I only have a 20. Okay, yeah. All right, God bless. I hope you like it. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, you're good. All right? Yeah, let's
No. That was a perfect example of what not to do. Do not Don't be an idiot. Okay, so we're gonna have to wrap things up because we've all got places to be. So let me list this. Escalators and on amusement park rides. Hold your umbrella up above people's heads. Don't make eye contact with strangers. That's how you get murdered. Don't enter an empty subway car because it's probably either really hot or smells like shit. And for fuck's sake, leave your selfie stick at home. Okay? Any questions? You.
What about the people that don't take this class? What do they do?
If you don't take this class, you're stupid.
I'm stupid.
If you're stupid, your life sucks.
My life sucks.
Don't let your life suck.
Too late.
Take this class. Tell your class that's non-New Yorker friends to take this class. Have a nice day. And as we New Yorkers say, go fuck yourselves!
Am I supposed to feel shame for not having pride? I've looked back on this country and believe me, I've tried. We're taught that this is a place of equality. But that's all bullshit propaganda and polity because there are millions out there still being trampled and I won't be proud till this system dismantled. A system that's run on oppression for centuries, a system that's got overflowing penitentiaries, right? The land of the free and the home of the brave. Then why for 250 years did we own slaves? And when we ended that with a war, why did blacks not get rights for 100 years more? Believe me when I say this still isn't resolved. And that's not to say that we can't evolve, it's just looking back. Maybe we kind of suck. It just feels like America's really stuck and we've got this potential, we've got all the means. Why don't we use it so these problems are seen? And it's hard to acknowledge how shitty we've been, but I don't want to leave with this sense of chagrin. Right now, maybe there's no point in patriotism or pride, but someday there could be, if all our efforts are applied. I hope this idea isn't too strange because this nation, and all of us, we can make change.
My mind's strong,
My faith is too. I feel just fine in my two shoes. I walk with joy, good attitude. What do I scare you?
Has anyone ever told you you sound like a white girl? Yeah, one of the countless questions I hear every day. Questions on why my skin color doesn't match what I'm supposed to act like. Most of it doesn't even make any sense. How does one smell like a white girl? What can I do? Smile and say, yep, I am a white girl. Despite my skin color and genetics, I am a white girl, right? Both of my parents made me black, but their genes said, fuck it, let's have a white child. What even makes up a white girl? I'm guessing 10% of it has to do with skin color and genetics, and the other 90% of it has to do with the amount of Starbucks you drink, the amount of leggings you own, and the freshness of your new Uggs. Classic. But the thing is, when you're calling me a white girl, are you trying to insult me? Using another person's race as an insult. If someone were to say, oh, you're such a black person, it's racist, but using white as an insult is just A-okay. You need to realize that we are all girls and we all have the same problems. So we need to put this whole race thing behind us and tackle the problems that come along with being just girls in this society.
Is it because of the way that I speak? Is it because I articulate each and every word that I allow to escape my mouth? Is it because the people I hang around are not only of my complexion, but of various complexions?
Is it because I attend a Catholic school in Queens?
Is it because I continue to obtain an average above a 98? Is it because I hate sports and rather perform on a stage than run up and down a field or a court?
Please give me answers! A well-thought-out explanation of why a young man named Najee Hunt is not black enough. Tell me, who created the Black Handbook that lists the criteria of how a black person is supposed to speak, dress, where they're supposed to go to school, or who they're allowed to hang out with? Who said African Americans can't be educated? Why is there always a look of shock on a person's face when they see a young African American male who values his education and is willing to go the extra mile instead of just accepting what is given to him?
That 65 is not gonna work for me.
Who said it was illegal for a young African American male to dance?
Yeah!
all names.
Yo, you
Hey,
better-
for allowing the beautiful and rhythmic sound of music to move our bodies across the stage. Yeah.
Why is there always a look of surprise on a person's face? When they see a young African American with his pants on his waist.
Please tell me, who said that sagging was a fashion trend for all black men? That it was a normal way of life for men of color?
Man, our generation is confused.
Our generation is lost and will never be understood, using the stereotypes that were placed on us by our society to define who we are as African American people. Now that's crazy.
Because none of the stereotypes are true. Because you are you and I am me.
And that's what it will remain, as long as we are free. Free to choose what we want to do and be who we want to be. And if I'm not black enough, then I don't know what to say. Because the only person I know how to be
is me.
Native Son by Richard Wright. He knew that the moment he allowed what his life had meant to enter fully into his consciousness, he would either kill himself or someone else.
You don't know what it's like to live my life. Being doomed to fail and living to never be good enough. Stop and frisk in front of Buddy every time because I'm a man you just can't trust. Before you even know me, you have your mind set on the guy I'm supposed to be. Path of existence already been chosen for me. Can't amount to nothing because my future's already been set. Can't connect the dots to the cracks of ignorance in your mindsets.
He felt naked, transparent. He felt this white man having helped to put him down, having helped to deform him, now held him up high to look at and be amused.
I'm not your joke. I ain't your property. So believe me when I say it won't always be you on top of me. That's it. Entertain, a little merry fun. It was my mistake. But it doesn't mean I couldn't enjoy the deed while it was being done. You take from me, so I do it back. Bet you never thought I'd be able to pull something like that.
The knowledge that he had killed a white girl that they loved and regarded as a symbol of beauty made him feel the equal of them, like a man who had been somehow cheated but had now been scorned.
I can't admit to you how much I need it. I can't admit it to myself, how much I crave to be in control even if it is just for a second. And you know the worst part about being black? The fact that your own people don't do nothing to be more than just that, defined by a color.
Why did he and his folks have to live like this? What had they ever done? Perhaps it had not been anything. Maybe they had to live this way precisely because none of them in all their lives had ever done anything. Right or wrong, that mattered much.
I'm not a monster. You made me like this. From the day I was born, my freedom you dismissed. Then again, none of this really makes a difference. Because I will always be remembered as the black man who died a rapist. I did not touch that girl. I am a black individual, and that's one thing I can never control. So what is expected of me is of no use to me anymore. In the world, do you feel any fear now? For you knew fear was useless. And toward no one in the world do you feel any hate now? For you knew hate would never help them.
Sweetheart, could I have some tea?
There's no tea kettle!
You can't even afford to buy the cigarettes.
But I'm happy, and I'm free. I can take care of myself now. I'm independent.
Yeah? Then who are they?
That's just a roommate. Roommates, I guess. They're interesting. All about living freely and off the land. I mean, I guess they were here first. Uh-huh. What am I gonna do?
All we have to do is live freely. We don't need tea. We don't need riches.
Yes, I do. That's the only way they're gonna respect me, is if I get rich.
Then why can't we work together?
People aren't gonna respect you when you just live with a bed and a chair. They need to see your success. People need to see your wealth.
Do you really think that's important? What about health, nature, relationships?
Look, when I left those bastards a couple of months ago, I was by myself. When I met you, I was by myself, and now I'm gonna make it by myself. Get out! idea of taxes gives me a stomachache.
Till this day, I still do not understand the point of taxes and what it does for our country. All I know is that citizens get money taken out of their checks each pay period, and it is given to the government. For all we